But Subaru asks what he's doing down here, and he says he has some business he needs to handle. And that's when we see Julius being attacked by these Elden Ring bosses. He's, I'd say, mid-diffing, not exactly no-diffing each and every single one. But that's when Meili tells Subaru this is your chance to kill him and get his Book of the Dead. But Subaru alerts him of the one behind him so he can take it off the map. And that's when Reed himself drops down to the ground. Julius is asking how he's here, and Reed's rage baiting him, saying you sound as stupid as your friend. So the Elden Ring bosses decide to rush Reed, and he truly knows himself. But with Julius's closing remarks, he tells Subaru to go protect Echidna / Anastasia, and that's when him and Reed clash. So when he's running down the hallway looking for help, Meili's just saying, why would you help that guy? But that's when Beatrice says she's been looking all over for Subaru. But Echidna tells Beatrice to step away because that's not the real Subaru, and Echidna's saying she should have trusted Anastasia's gut feeling from the beginning. But when Subaru supposedly gives up, Beatrice says that's not in Subaru's playbook, and he goes on saying, what is the me you're looking for? Obviously, Anastasia doesn't believe that he conveniently lost his memory, but that's when he says, if you think I'm acting, I would have chosen a better role. This is a Z-list script. I would have settled for at least a F. And that's when he goes on saying he was just at the convenience store. He was just with his mom and dad at their house, and all Subaru wants is to go back home. But that's when Echidna's like, dang, he might be serious. So she says she's gonna look for Julius, but he stops her, and he says this is what Julius wanted me to do. But that's when they see a scorpion appear out of nowhere. Beatrice puts up her shield in a heartbeat protecting them, but Anastasia's about to fall to her death, but Subaru catches her, saving her life. She uses a spell to shoot the arm off the scorpion, and the scorpion leaves the scene, and this even confuses Echidna. She's saying, whose side are you truly on? And as they continue pushing forward, Anastasia breaks off a piece of rock that hits the scorpion claw, and this was a mine waiting to blow up because the scorpion claw blows up. And as a result, we see Subaru dragging Echidna. Echidna tells him to stop. He can't save her at this point. Beatrice died, and as Echidna's dying, she's saying, I'm glad Anastasia's not in my shoes right now because this is painful. But that's when Meili arrives again, and she's telling Subaru, hey, just put her out of her misery. So when he gets a rock and he goes in to do it, he drops the rock and can't do it. And Echidna says, you couldn't even bring up a rock to kill me. And with her closing remarks, she apologizes for doubting him. But that's when a bunch of black smoke and hands surround Subaru, and we see Satella saying, I love you. But Subaru tells her to stop saying that because his mom and dad would tell him that they loved him every single day. But he just wished to leave because he couldn't even love himself the same way they did. And he's saying he pretended he couldn't see it, but he already knew the answer. All the people around him loved him. And that's when Satella hugs him and wraps her arms around him, and as the black smoke gets closer, out of nowhere, something dispels it. We see Emilia did it with her sword. She runs away with Subaru to try to take him to safety, but he's asking Emilia, why is she trying to help him so much? Emilia asks where Echidna and Beatrice is, and he says they both died. And Subaru finally breaks down. He's saying, Julius told me to protect